hear my daddy's voice so many years ago saying, don't forget the coffee, Billy Joe.
Who impressed me the most this weekend? Actually the newcomers, Drew from Ritual and Devin, who's actually, I work with Devin at Intelligentsia. They both did really, really well, super polished, super smooth presentations, and my first time was like disastrous, so it's very admirable to pull it off, and for Drew to make it into the finals, it's like really, really impressive. So. Well, when I'm not at my cafe, you can usually find me at the Roasting Works. I pretty much live and breathe coffee. So I do like to see music, although that's dropped off a lot. I'm sort of relatively new to LA. I lived in Seattle. When I was in Seattle, I had this ethos about going to see 1 or 2 shows every week. Now it's like once a month. Yeah, I spend most of my time like knee-deep in coffee. Tried any new coffees that I like? Yeah, actually, Echo's espresso they were pulling yesterday was fabulous. They pretty much consistently pump out really interesting, like very, very sweet espressos with nice mouthfeel and creamy, good acidity. Yeah, they really impressed me.
Was that yesterday or was it over 20 years ago? Don't forget the coffee, Billy Joe.
L'amour sans philosophie, ta gorge cassée. J'aime quand pour moi tu danses, alors j'entends murmurer.
Who impressed me this weekend? Probably Drew Catlin from Ritual. It's rare that a competitor actually goes over time and actually can move on to the finals and recover like that. So that means that, I mean, with the deduction in points that he took from going overtime, that he had to have a very impressive score to actually do that. On top of that, he looked very smooth for a first-time competitor, and that's a rare thing that you see. It was really cool to see, and it really impressed me. When I'm not in my cafe, I don't know, generally I'm either creating a little bit of music, I do a little bit of that on the side. You know, there's a lot of art museums that are cool to check out in LA where I live. Do a lot of that kind of thing. Beach in the summer. Other than that, I like to just kind of relax. Our bar can be pretty stressful, and it's nice to just get away and do something else that doesn't involve coffee. Coffees that impressed me this weekend. Definitely stuff from Ritual. They always do a really good job with all their roasting and everything like that. A couple of their single origins were just phenomenal. Their espresso was just killer. You can't go wrong with that stuff. So it was really good, really nice stuff.
L'amour sans philosophie, c'est comme le café, très vite passé. Oh, mais que veux-tu que j'y fasse? On en a marre de café, et c'est terminé.
Starfish and coffee, maple syrup and jam, butterscotch, clouds and tangerine, side on a ham.
Oh man, I was really impressed with Kyle Glanville's performance. I think it was really well polished, very, very smooth, very Intelligentsia, Matt Riddle-esque. I was impressed. I mean, I didn't get to see as much of the performances as I wanted to. I'm always impressed by Chris Baca, and I don't have to say that. I mean, everyone would agree with that. It's not a controversial statement. Where will you find me? You'll find me at Amnesia, sitting at the bar drinking a Belgian ale with Matthew, the bartender, and the Ritual co-worker. You'll find me at Dolores Park, drinking out of a bottle of beer wrapped up in a paper bag. You'll find me hanging out with Ryan Brown at the Trappist or at Toronado, drinking some nice hoppy IPAs. Specific coffees? Well, I had some great, on the fourth machine, I had some great Echo Reserve pulled by Steve Ford. I had some great Clover coffee, had a great Yirgachev from Conga, Yirgachev from the Clover that David was serving. I think he served like 1 million Clovers. He served coffee all day. What else did I taste that was delicious? Ooh, those are my favorites.
syrup and jam. Uh-huh.
Taste the floor, stop and stare. I drink a cup of coffee and start to combing out my hair. I drink 40 cups of coffee.
As far as who impressed me most, I watched nobody. I did not watch a single competitor. I actually was really sick this week, so we drove up Friday. I wasn't doing well with practicing, or just wasn't going the way I wanted, so I actually didn't drive up until Friday because I took Thursday to stay and practice another day. So we didn't drive up until Friday, got here Saturday, unloaded, worked the fourth machine, got ready, competed, cleaned up. I was the second to last competitor, so I haven't watched a single routine. When I'm not at our cafe, I'm usually at our warehouse practicing, and if I'm not there, I'm at home. I live a very exciting life of practicing, and that's pretty much the extent of it. The one coffee that I tried this week that impressed me was an espresso from Equator Coffee. Yeah, it was really nice and chocolatey. It was good.
Phone won't ring, so I'm waiting for your knock. I drink 40 cups of coffee. 40 cups of coffee.
Cappuccino. Bust it. To some of you that really don't know, I'll break it down to you. The word cappuccino is somewhat like coffee, then again not.
The people that impressed me the most were the people that have never done it before, first-time competitors, where something went wrong or something got screwed up and they just kept going and stayed composed and just really chill and mellow. Because that is a difficult spot to be in, and I wouldn't want to be in that spot. And if you can go through that and just remain calm and still like put on a good show and like make somebody laugh, be happy, that's awesome.
Where can we find you when you're not at your cafe?
Sleeping, or maybe playing some basketball. Probably playing basketball on the internet, sleeping. I tried some of the Verve coffee, which I had been meaning to try for a while, but I haven't gone to visit them. They have a really unique espresso that I like because it's kind of close to like the style that we do. That was probably, that shot that I had was probably one of the best shots I had this weekend. That was the one.
It was a cafe on the west side. Cappuccino.
Mama got mad at Papa, 'cause he didn't bring no coffee home. Mama got...
Who impressed me the most? Oh gosh, I think all the first-time competitors, in all honesty, impressed me the most. It is so difficult to get out there in front of a ton of people you don't know and try and go through this presentation. And to get the guts to do it and to try and meet new people and further the craft, it's very brave. When I'm not at my cafe, you can probably find me in my office. I'm actually not a barista. I work sales, so I will be in the lab. Yeah, actually new coffee. I had some Echo Cafe, washed Yurgashepi, and it was actually a special coffee he brought back. It was like vacuum packed in Mylar bags back at source. It's actually a little bit agey, but Andrew is a pro at roasting, and you can't really tell how old the coffee is, but it's beautiful. I liked it a lot.
You know, Mama was sitting around a crowd like this, said, what is this coffee house mess all about?